welcome back. Back here on the Wild Workbench server again. And as you can see, I've done a little bit of changing here. Recently I had some potatoes and carrots growing over here, and I tore all that out. And I tore all the reeds out for the time being and replaced everything with wheat so that I can maximize how much I can grow in the space I have in here. I have a little project that's going to involve needing quite a bit of wheat coming up, and we have an unwelcome guest. Yes. And let's see, I did make some other changes down this way. Notably, you'll notice the lighting is different. I've got glowstone in here now. Having removed the torches, I think it looks a lot better this way. And down here on the end, we no longer have a staircase going up to where the cattle and the pigs are. I've taken the staircase out, and I moved the cattle in here. There's a 2-block drop, and so basically I go in there to feed them, and I use an ender pearl to come back out. And that way the cows stay put, and everything's cool. And they're down here far away from the main part of the base where I don't have to listen to them. Over here I've got pigs, and it looks like it's breeding time, so let's go ahead and do a little bit of that. Okay. Now go ahead and take care of the cows. What's all that thudding? Good grief. Alright, whatever that is. Cows are noisy. They're noisier than the pigs by a long way. Alright, anyway, so that's what we've got going down here. Head back in. And I still haven't done anything with the tree farm recently. Frankly, I haven't needed that much wood lately. So I've just left it the way it was with, let's see, it's half birch trees right now and half netherwort, courtesy of Tex. And we have another one of you guys. Owned. All right. Okay, so, and in here I've, the recessed torches, I took them all out and I replaced it with glowstone, so not only do I think it looks better, I think it's got an overall better light level. Maybe it doesn't. I need to do the same thing. Well, no, I did do the same thing in here, except the glowstone is recessed. Alright, let's see. We're getting almost daytime, so I'm going to go ahead and sleep, reset my spawn, because I was just somewhere else and had my spawn in the wrong place. Alright. Alrighty. Now, up here, you'll notice another change. The cobblestone wall is gone, and the placeholder I had for the upper part of a cobblestone wall is also gone. And yes, this stairway is pretty much right over the chicken farm, which makes it noisy and sometimes laggy. This is my current project. I have scrapped the castle build in exchange for this build. So let's get over here. And head up to my observation platform, because that's really the only good way to get a look at the whole thing. I've got the whole place bounded by a wall, which I've topped with flaming netherrack. And then I've lit the whole place up so that I can work day or night and not have any problems. The structure in the middle, that's what I'm working on. This is going to be a rather tall, somewhat epic tower, I think. And that's most of what I've been doing for the last, well, honestly, I've been on here for most of the last day and a half or so, working on this. And the tower itself, as you can see, is built of obsidian. And I've been getting the obsidian using a trick I learned from an Avidya tutorial a long time ago. Got the water currents there, redstone down here, pop the lava down, redstone turns into obsidian, pick up the lava, normally I have a little bit more dirt on me when I do that. There. There. Pick up the lava with the dirt and then just mine away the obsidian. It can't go down there because the water stream is coming this way. And the advantage of mining obsidian this way is there's no lava under it. So it's actually a safe way to mine obsidian. Especially once the area's been lit up and there's no hostiles in there. Let's see, I don't have any redstone on me, so I'm not going to mine up any more right now. I'm just going to prime it for the next time. Alright. Whoa, what? Whatever that was. Okay, I've got some stone cooked up. I don't... Oh yeah, that's right. Cook up some more. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to use stone brick or stone as intermediary floors. Let's see. I got some stone brick over here? Yes, I do. Good. So we'll just head up here. I was going to use obsidian floors, but with the walls and everything all being obsidian, things can get kind of hard to see, as dark as that is. So I think stone brick will probably be a better choice. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to look good. Alright. Go ahead and clean up the mess down here. This has actually been quite a project, because this whole area was mostly kind of high up, like the area out that way. Basically what I did was I came down here to where the lowest part of the ground was, and just started leveling it out. And when I had enough space cleared, I built this wall, topped it with flaming netherrack, and got this going. And what I'm thinking here is that the grounds themselves are going to have to be redone with, probably with nether brick. And the steps leading up to the doorways, I think I want that to be nether brick stairs. Let's see. I mined up about 8 stacks of obsidian. I think it took me a little over an hour using that obsidian generator. All right. I think this is going to be quite impressive by the time it gets done, I think. Okay, let's see. 3 block ceiling, yeah, maybe 4. Yeah, let's go with 4. Oh, I hate making mistakes with obsidian. Although it doesn't mine nearly as slowly as it used to, especially these days with Fortune 3 pick, or rather an efficiency 4. By the way, that's something else right there. This actual numerical durability showing in the tooltip. I like that. Something that was recently added, and you turn it on by going Shift F3 and then H. So Shift F3 H will turn that feature on. I believe there's also a line in the options text file to do it, and I think it's a really good idea. All right, down here. Yes, I have some lumber in here. Let's check and see if I have any first, and then get some ladders made. No, I don't have any ladders. Okay. All right. Ladder way up here in the corner for reaching the next level. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay. We'll just do it that way. That's also handy for getting up on top of the wall for building the next level. All right, let's get some stone brick going on. And the nice thing about having enclosed the area and gotten it all lit up, I can work regardless of whether it's light or dark. Enderman, what are you doing here? I know the light level's high enough to keep you from spawning in here. Okay, chump. Come on. Get back here. Thank you. Yeah, that was bad. That wasn't bad at all. Alright, yes, this definitely needs to be nether brick. And perhaps... yeah, I think so. Torches above the doors like that. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, that's pretty much a lot of what I've been doing for about the last day or so, for most of the last day. And by the way, this Obsidian generator is really handy. I'll make it a point to look up a link for it in the description. I guess I don't need that anymore. That's better. All right. That's pretty much it for what I've been up to. I'm thinking this build is going to take quite a while. I do have a plan for the villagers, however, and I do need to get back inside for that, so I'll make a cut and see you there. Okay, I just had an interesting little adventure. I was ender pearling my way back here, as I've done a dozen times in the last couple of hours, and so on. And all of a sudden, on a throw that brought me here, I found myself inside a block. I couldn't get out. I did manage to swing with the pick a little bit, and I heard glass breaking sound. And that was about it. I couldn't break the stone that I was in or anything like that. And then, after I died, I came back out and I found that bit of glowstone had been broken. So I tore down the pillar, I tore up a hill around here. I did find most of my stuff over here. But the helmet I had was gone. The almost brand new pick that I had was gone. Most of my torches and so on. Nothing that can't be replaced, mind you, but the whole idea, you know, and 2 stacks of ender pearls too disappeared. It's like it was in the block and then poof, it's gone, unless it managed to come down here and land in the water, which I doubt. Everything else went the other way. No, that's a squid. No, nothing landed in the water. Or if it did, I didn't look soon enough. Anyway, that's an interesting, unusual bit of fun. I'm going to grab a fresh stack of torches and head down to the construction area, and I'll meet you there. This time without dying on the way. Alright, just getting here, and I thought maybe it'd be a good idea to turn my sound down, because I don't want to listen to those cattle, and I don't think you do either. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand the room out this way. And we'll just build a little prison cell for our villagers. And like the others, it will be down a couple of blocks. Strictly so that they can't get out. So I'm going to go ahead and dig this room out, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Alright, I've got a nice little room back here, a little prison room dug. Again, it's a 2-block drop from this tunnel. And this tunnel goes back here to a point that is directly under the village. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down some track. Let's get some powered rails and some levers as well. Sort of a temporary arrangement here. Alright, that's going to deliver our villagers into the prison pit. Then so I'm going to dig right straight up here, and yes, I know that is a huge Minecraft no-no. I'm going to do it anyway, because I know what's up there. And really, that's the only time that digging straight up is even remotely a good idea. Alright, so get some light. Alrighty, up here. Alright, here's the village. So I'm going to go ahead and block that. Take that down one. Actually, a couple. And we need to arrange for our villagers to cooperate in traveling to their prison. Now, I had this one blocked off. There had to have been villagers in here. I heard a bunch of door action. This was a house that got blown apart partially by a creeper explosion. Let's see. Hearing more door action going on. Well, we got one guy in here. Oh. Cave. Cave with a pig. Cave with two pigs. Cave with two dead pigs. Three pigs. Good night. What's with all the livestock in the cave? Okay. Sheep, you get in the way, you get killed. Alright. So that cave is going to bear some exploring later on. But in the meantime, that's enough. The main thing is I'm going to have to cover that over temporarily to keep our doofusy friends here out of it. Okay, so we've got one villager in here. Is that right? Yeah. I know there's more of them around. Ah, yes, that's right. There's one here. In a makeshift prison cell. Because he left his house without permission. I'm very serious. Okay, there's a third one. Very serious about, I don't want these guys out running around without authorization. And frankly, they're not going to get it. I don't want them out walking around, period. Okay, we got two more in here. So we got a fair number of villagers. There's another one there. Okay, so trick is going to be, I want to set up track that will terminate right here. And these guys will end up going down below. Now, after recent experience, okay, let me plug the hole in the wall. After recent experience, do I dare try ender pearling out of here? Well, let's give it a shot. Okay, that worked. Alright, so, no, I should have left that one there. Anybody in here? No. Okay, let's just plug the doorway instead of covering it. We know nobody's home. Well, we got people home here. Alright. Alright, let's lay some track down here. We break the door off. Because it won't fit otherwise. Alright. Should be able to put a track down here. Let's see. And we'll let that one be a powered track. And let's see, we'll just throw a power track here. And now, if I can get this villager out this way, pop a cart right down there while he's standing there, then I should be able to get him to head right into where I want him to go. All I have to do is go get the mine carts that I forgot to bring with me. I'll be right back. Alright, I picked up a couple of mine carts, and it occurred to me as I was doing that, there is one little problem with this theory. These guys go in here and they fall down here, even if they land on a powered rail and go sailing off that way. The cart may, but will the villagers survive that fall? And I'm kind of thinking, not so much. So what I need to do now is, instead of having this be a fall, it needs to be a ramp. And I gotta go up and up and up to do that. Alright, and so basically what has to happen is the cart will come in here. And let's see. Alright, so I just need to make this simple ramp where they go down one block at a time. And end up meeting up with the track down there. Of course it would be helpful if I didn't keep falling off of what I'm doing. Alright. Yeah, this will work. I'll just have to go through it again and make sure that it's tall enough for them. And I can fix this up later after they're through, because they're only going to need to make the trip once. Alright, this will work. Go ahead and drop the powered rail back down. What is it with me and not being able to place things right? And we don't need any powered track on this because it's an all downhill run. Alright, let's see if we can get our villager to take a ride. Okay, I saw him hit his head on this. Now, do we still have a villager? Alright, excellent. Okay, we still have a villager. Risking another ender pearl. Damn it! Oh, gone you, dude. Stay out the way. Oh no. You saw that one. I ended up with my head stuck in the ceiling. And it was only fast action with a super shovel that got me out of it. What is with that? Or, to put it another way, in those immortal words, fix your game, Jeb. Okay, we've got our villager down here. I got the minecart back. Alright. I tell you what, I'm going to give serious reconsideration to doing anything with ender pearls in close quarters. And I'm going to go ahead and get the next one down here. And then we'll catch you in the next episode. I'll get this next one down here. And next time out, we're going to see about putting together a breeding station once we've got at least 2 of these guys down here. And we'll take that up next time. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.